Greetings, folks. You tuned in with Haj Boyle Hassan, kickboxing teacher and coach from out the East Bay, California, and you tuned in for a Montu Rapid Review. Now, today's filming topic is Mortal Kombat 2026, and that's because we had two Montu fighter characters. That is Jax, played by Mashad Brooks. Shout out to him. And also the character Jade, played by Tata Gabrielle, who's actually out here from the Bay Area herself. Shout out to her. Now, the character Jax, who's always been a longtime character of the franchise Mortal Kombat, the brother with the two steel metal or cyborg-like arms, but his fighting styles represent Muay Thai and elements of military combatives due to him being a military-based character to begin with, as him and his friend and colleague Sonya Blade, who's also featured in the film as well. And Jade's character, her fighting style represents various forms of Eastern arts. And I'd have to do more research on that specific character to see what her fighting styles represents. But getting into it, man, starts off with, of course, the at world or different realm characters or different realms that have this deadly fighting tournament in order to make sure the Earth's main realm stays safe. So it starts off with the character Katana as a child watches her dad lose to Shao Kahn and killed. So her kingdom is taken over, whatnot. Then fast forward, she's an adult and she's grown up training alongside Jade. So of course we get into it, and then the carrying over from the previous Mortal Kombat film, which came out, I forget whether it came out 2023, 2024, 2025, but the previous film, so we have a crew, our protagonist crew, which is made of Jax, Sonya Blade, the fighter named Cole, played by Louis Tan, who's one of the best martial artists around, by the way. Trying to think, so this time the Lord Raiden, he has them to seek out to enlist Johnny Cage, played by Carl Urban, who actually did a damn good job, by the way. So they enlist him and whatnot, and he's reluctant, of course, until he sees the powers of Raiden, and then he reluctantly goes ahead and takes part in the mission. Well, actually, after being sent back, after still being reluctant, having to think it over, and then he gets into a challenge by Katana, who, of course, she defeats him, but doesn't kill him, because we learn that even though she's still a subject of the antagonist side, she still has underlying loyalties to the forces of greater good, as we come to learn later that she still corresponds with Raiden. So just remembering, so the movie is like main battles, then it goes to Sonya Blade fighting Sindel, who actually happens to be Katana's mother, who's a fighter herself. Then goes to Jax fighting Jade, who does defeat her, but also spares her as well, because he kind of senses that she doesn't have the worst spirit, which is cool. Then it's what? Liu Kang ends up having to fight Kung Lao, who is his now revived evil cousin. So that had to take place. But then, of course, Shao Kahn, he ends up pretty much, whenever one of them had to face him, well, that's pretty much the end. So I'll put it like this. He ended up having to face Cole. And then later on, after they go on the submission to obtain an amulet that, of course, will help turn the tide of, you know what I'm saying, the tide of the story. They get intercepted by Shao Kahn, and in the course of that, he does away with Jax, almost does away with Sonya Blade. And then, of course, we also have a scene where Johnny Cage fights Baraka, which was one of the dopest scenes, by the way. They also bring back Revive Kano, which actually he seems to be very helpful, because he realizes that, like, hey, you know what? He much prefers the ways of Earth remaining how it is versus somebody like Shao Kahn taking it over. So he actually ends up becoming helpful to the protagonist. So towards the end, in this time, after Johnny Cage defeating Baraka and having gained his respect, he agrees to be helpful towards their side as well. And then also enlisted to help their side, Scorpion, because Shao Kahn also enlisted the help of Bihan, also known as Sub-Zero. So as we go further along, of course, this is a bunch of melees, some of the dopest martial arts action ever. And of course, eventually, Shao Kahn is defeated. I'll at least spare that last spoiler alert. Now I'll let y'all probably see that one for yourselves. Even though I already know I gave some spoiler alerts. And another spoiler alert though, yes. They have affirmed that there's a mission that's going to flow into the next Mortal Kombat film. That one's going to be pretty much about bringing back the characters that were lost in this film. But I strongly recommend seeing it. Dope action. It's like damn near non-stop. Hardly a dull moment at all. So that's all on this right now. And I think I brought up at least all the prominent characters that will that appear here. Yes, but yeah, that's all for this time. To the next time. Peace. Blessings, and be easy.